Hi there guys, welcome back to another video. So recently I slimmed down a lot of my ps4 collection just because Switch games are taking up a lot of room and I really need room. So I'm just going to run through these games because they're a little bit, not obscure, but just a little bit off the... I don't know. Let's just go through them. I just think they're not going to be ones that I'm going to find later on down the line, and I'm just going to hold on to them. In fact, I'll start with this one because I will definitely find this one later on, but I just really like playing it every so often, which is Wipeout Omega Collection. It's a great set of games, It's one giant game by this point. So, yeah, that's kind of a throwaway game. But then you have Rabbit Ribby, which this got a limited run release, was it? I think it was a limited run release. This is the original UK one, and yeah, it's the same game, but for some reason, this was like £10 in CX, and it's rocketed up to about 30 now because of the limited runness of it. And this version is, being a bit confused with that, and it's all up in the air. But this is one of those games that, is completely on the disc because it's a very simple game, and nice to have in the collection because it's a decent little game actually. So that's Rabbit Ribby. Then you have Assault Suit Leonos, which if you've ever played the original Assault Suit, it's quite similar, but it does have a lot of improvements, obviously, with it being a PlayStation 4 game. And, everything is there for the game to be just played without any internet and things like that. You'll be seeing a theme here. So again, this was very, very cheap when I purchased. I actually purchased both of these two at the exact same time, and I think this was £7 as well. And again, this has gone up to about 25, I think it is at the moment. So I have no idea why. Maybe because people want to collect physical games all of a sudden. Then we have Raiden 5 Director's Cut. Now this I actually have on the Xbox One. It's Series X, and I purchased it for, I think it was about at launch. Actually, it was at launch that I purchased it, and it cost me about £25, something like that at launch. And then I really wanted it physically for my Xbox, but they didn't have a physical edition. They only had it on the PlayStation, and whenever I found it, it for some reason never came with its soundtrack. So I did a bit of digging around and asking places, and whoever had it in stock, and there was I'd found this game several places, and each of them said, "Oh yeah, I think it does come with the soundtrack." Went and checked. No, just the game disc in the box, and obviously the soundtrack is a big part of the limited edition. So I naturally found a place that had the soundtrack in there, and the soundtrack's really, really good. I'm never going to listen to it, obviously, but it's a huge part of the version that is for Raiden 5, and having it physical with it being such a fantastic game as well, makes it so much easier for me to have in my collection, because then if I do just want to listen to the soundtrack one day, I've got it there and I don't need to worry about it. Although it is a shame it doesn't come in like a jewel case or something like that, the disc, but limitations of a box, I suppose. We'll leave those two till last, actually, and then I'll move on to these. These next two are part of my obsession with Gundam, I guess. So we have the latest game, which is Mobile Suit Gundam EX Extreme Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On. Now this game, I actually got it on eBay from someone who was selling it for, I think it was about £35, I think it was when I got it. And it's obviously a English version, Asia release and all that stuff. So it's it's Japanese with English subtitles, and with the possibility of having other subtitles and blah 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 blah. I don't like the game. I don't like the game. It's just not for me. It's not the Gundam game that I was looking for. Yeah, it's just not for me. So I am going to be getting rid of this at some point. I think it's just one of those games that has held its price since it's come out, and the fact that I managed to nab it for 35 pounds, it still sells for now £50 to £60. So I may actually be getting rid of this pretty soon because I do want to move on to something else. But the game that did do it for me was Gundam Breaker 3. The break edition. I actually ordered this on Amazon from Japan, so Amazon Japan to here, and it was completely in English, so that was quite surprising, and everything was just perfect. And again, it's an Asia version. You'll find it's not in here because it is currently in my PlayStation 4, and the break edition actually works. The code in here worked for it as well. So this is really, really cool. It's just Gunpla, but in Dynasty Warriors form. You create your own Gundam, and it looks however you want. And it doesn't even need to be Gundam if you don't want it to be. It can be literally anything from the Gundam universe. So it is amazing series, and I really would love to have Gundam Breaker 4. And if that came out on PS5, that would justify me a reason to buy a PS5. So, yeah, Gundam Breaker 3. Definitely miles better than that. But I suppose if you like your arcade fighters, that's, that does the job. But this does the job for me because it's fantastic. And the fact that I get to just build my own mecha is fantastic as well. Besides that, though, as well, each week there is a bounty list that is updated. 10 bounties, or 20 bounties, actually, thinking about it. And you select 2 fighters to go against on your own. Now, these aren't actual people, but they're AI based, so they learn from the people that they're based on. And you're fighting 2 of these to get some money so you can buy more parts, etc. So you can do other stuff in it, and you can obviously play against other people online, and it is good fun, really good fun. I cannot recommend this enough for any Gundam fan. Then the last 2 games that I have are never going to get released physically, in the UK at least, or maybe in America. So we'll start off very simply. Parappa the Rapper. So this got a remaster. It's not really a remaster, is it? And yeah, so this is just a remastered version of Parappa the Rapper on the PS4. So I don't know how it would be enhanced, because you sure shit can't get 4K out of Parappa the Rapper. But yeah, I mean, you literally get a disc with Parappa the Rapper on it, which is a little disappointing. You can probably see in the corner up there, the last one that I have is Loco Roco, because I loved this game. This game is amazing on the PSP. So could I say no to this? And the fact that they sing out of the controller as well makes it even better. I do actually need to get Loco Roco 2, because that got released on the PS4 as well as a physical. So I do need to get that to add to this as well. But that'll make 3 PS4 games that do not... these are literally digital only outside of the Asia releases. So these discs will work all the time. So I'm very happy about that. So very nice additions. And I can always recommend anyone to buy these, because they're always going to be available. They're always going to be around. And these will work on your PS5s as well. So yeah. That's pretty much everything, guys, that I have left from my PS4 collection, because, like I say, I narrowed it down, I got rid of a lot of stuff, and yeah, I think my Switch collection is getting a little bit out of hand, and I will need to go through that one day with you guys. So, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you all later. Peace.